ladies and gentlemen, I'm Meadsy69 and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to have a little look at the BTSV. It is a tier 3 Russian light tank. Why are we looking at a tier 3? Because as you're aware, we're going to be getting this tank for a free crate. So Wargaming, as long as you enter in, I think from today, into entering game, you'll be given a crate where you will get a camouflage, I think some boosters, some credits or whatever, and this tank. So what's the tank like? And a lot of people don't actually have this tank, and I think at the moment it is quite rare. It didn't used to be rare, but it was when this tank first came, I got it straight away, and actually it was a good tank. It wasn't a bad tank at all. But I've gone back to play it. I've gone back to play it to make this video, and I don't like it. I don't like it. Maybe because I haven't played lower tier for so long. I don't know, but I thought it used to have good armor. It does have really good speed. I mean, we're going to look at the stats now. The DPM is 506. I'm not even sure if that's good in tier 3. Penetration 84. Again, I don't really know if that's good, but the penetration actually seems okay, to be honest. It does only have APCR, HP and APCR, 115 on your APCR and 84 on your AP. You do 40 damage every shot. I mean, it's not a lot. It's not a lot at all, 40 damage, and your reload time is 4.6 seconds. So it's kind of low actually. The DPM is kind of low. 40 damage every nearly 5 seconds. So not the best. 1.25 aim time, which is pretty good. Dispersion 0.393, which again isn't great. Gun depression, it sucks. The gun depression really does suck on this tank at only 4 degrees. The mobility 62 kilometers an hour going forward, which is pretty quick. Now, where this tank really does suck big time is the traverse. The traverse on the tank is really slow. I mean, really slow, and it's the worst thing by a mile with this tank. So, as I've said, when I first got this tank, I thought it was a pretty good tank armor-wise, but I'm not really bouncing anything at all. So definitely, you're not going to get many bounces on your front. You're going to get some troll bounces. I mean, you've got weak points there. However, you do have some spaced armor. So the best way to play this tank is probably side on. Or side scraping. I know it's only tier 3, but 72, I mean, you can get the side 156 mil there, 114, and these are going to get bounces. And of course, you've got some spaced armor at the bottom, and that's quite a big area for spaced armor. So the best way to play this tank is definitely try and give them as much of your side as possible, because they're not going to bounce the front as often. But the side, you've got these big side skirts there. That is all spaced armor. So try and angle it, like wiggle. If you wiggle when you are looking, then you're definitely going to get bounces. So that for me is the best way to play it. Of course, if you can side scrape, then it's best to side scrape. So I know it's only tier 3 and you're not really going to see much, but you remember a lot. If you're going to play this tank for credits, if you're a free to play player and you don't have many credits, so you're going to play this tank for credits, you're going to come up against some newbie players. So they're not going to know how to deal with it if you are wiggling. So if you just go straight up to a player, a newbie player, a new player that's only had a few battles, and you go straight into it, they are going to pen you frontally. But if you start wiggling and side scraping, they won't know how to deal with you. They're still going to shoot your sides. So a lot of the time you will come up against new players. So definitely that is the best way to play the tank. And of course you have some spaced armor on the gunman there as well. So let's just get into a couple of battles and to see how this tank performs in battle. So I actually played this tank quite a few battles actually, trying to get decent footage. and I just couldn't. Because a lot of the games I was top tier, but I just played it exactly how I told you not. I didn't play it how I told you to play it. I was literally just going forward and hoping for the best, and it didn't work. It didn't work. Now this battle, we was actually having a pretty good battle. I mean, you can see there we get penned easy, absolutely easy. And if you start wiggling and angling, if we angled up to this wall now, then there's a chance that we could get some bounces. And even if you're face hugging, you're still not going to get that much bounces. You're still not going to get that much bounces. Now, it is an ugly looking tank. It's a very ugly looking tank. Weird, but it's quite unique. Me and my workmate used to play this all the time when we first joined the game, because I think we got given it when we first come on. Not sure how we got given it, but I'm sure it was given away before. And we loved it. We absolutely loved it. Getting those bounces, going around at 62 kilometers an hour, but with 4 degrees to gun depression, it's really not good because you haven't really got a strong turret. I mean, you have got that spaced armor on the turret, and your traverse is just really slow. It's very difficult to circle of death someone, even though you're going 62 kilometers an hour. It's very difficult to circle of death someone because your track traverse is just so slow. Now this battle here, I'm absolutely ashamed of myself. Really am ashamed of myself, and you're gonna find out really soon. So at this point I should have run away. But I decided to stick by and go for this Panda 2G, and I'm going to bounce, and that allows him to get his clip into me, leaving me only on 40 HP. And this is where I'm going to get embarrassed. Not because I've just hit a tank, but I'm actually going to die. This guy in front of me dies. Just look at his name. Dog Willy. I've just been killed by a dog's willy. Yeah, I'll let that sink in. A dog's willy killed me. I just thought it was funny. That's the only reason I did that replay there, because I got killed by a dog's willy. So with the gun depression, I mean, with the lower tier tanks, you only get into about 2 or 3 different maps. So you're going to see the same map pretty much over and over again. And one of those maps is this map, Mines. And I love going to the hill, but with the gun depression, I mean, look, we can't get that BT. It's very difficult to get that BT because of our gun depression. It really is bad. 4 degrees. I'd like it to have a little bit more. I mean, look, we can't get our gun, and we're literally on top of the hill. So in the end, I give up and start going for someone else. And we are going to hit him, 41 damage, and we do have the Panther 3. And look, we've got our back to him, and we angled just ever so slightly, and we managed to get that bounce. So for me personally, if you go head on to a tank, if you're facing a tank, you're not going to bounce many shots. However, if you're side on or even rear angled, you're going to bounce a hell of a lot more than you will if you're facing a tank, which is pretty strange in a tank, to be honest, especially these lower tiers. Now the enemy are capping the base. They've got 81 hit points. I should have left a lot sooner, but I got occupied, and I thought my team was actually going to deal with him, but luckily my team does shoot the D2, but it only goes down a little bit. So it goes down enough for me to get a shot in this BT7, because he is a good tank with good DPM, and we do manage to take him out. So I know that the D2 is not the only one on the cap points, and he's not really the one I want to shoot, but I'm going to shoot him for now because it will still bring the caps down to a little bit. And here we do find the T15, so we want to get that shot on him to completely reset the cap, and we're going to use this build into full cover, and we're going to get one more shot into the D2. Now the T15 has actually got good DPM. I like the T15. I think I sold it actually when these all got made into collectors. I sold most of my tanks for the gold. So now it's just the T15 is going to ram me, puts me on 1 HP. 1 HP, and we do manage to take him out. We got lucky. We're only on, I mean, you're not going to do much damage. You'll be lucky to hit 800-900 damage, and if you're really lucky to hit over 1,000, it's very difficult to do big damage. I mean, 600 damage there, and we get first class. We do make 38,000 credits though, which is pretty good in a lower tier. So if you haven't got any premium tanks and this is your first, I mean, you might have a couple because Wargaming have done a few giveaways or a few birthdays and where you get free tanks. So, but a lot of people now sell them because they're collectors and they want the gold. So if you are going to keep this tank, I mean, this is actually pretty good for my free-to-play account because I've got no premiums at all. And all you've got to do, I don't even know if you have to play the game, you just have to log in. You might have to play one battle, I'm not 100% sure. But hopefully by the time this video goes out, you should already have your BTSV. So overall, it's not a bad tank. It's not a bad tank. I wish it just had a little bit more gun depression and maybe quicker traverse, and it will be okay. It won't make the tank OP. I don't think it will make the tank OP. It's far from almost OP, nowhere near. But it's a fun little tank. It is a fun little tank. If you're in a platoon and you've got two of these running around at 62 kilometers an hour, it is fun. It is fun. I mean, me and my workmate used to do this years ago, and this was before all the update 5.5, where all the lower tier tanks got nerfed and they got made shit. I'm not even sure if anything has actually changed on this tank. Maybe the damage, I don't know. Maybe the damage, the pen, the armor, I don't know. But it definitely doesn't feel the same tank that it once was. But that's the same with all lower tier tanks now. After that update 5.5, lower tier is just not the same anymore, and I really don't enjoy it. The only time I ever play lower tier now, like I mean tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, tier 5, is to ace tanks. If there's a tank like the Nightmare, which we got given, I'm still trying to ace that tank, and if a new line comes, the Pan-European line, I still need to ace the tier 1, 2, 3 and 4. So I haven't even played the tier 1, 2, 3. At the moment I'm just concentrating on trying to ace the tier 4. It's pretty hard. It is pretty hard. I thought it wouldn't be so hard now. It's been a while since it's come and people were not really playing it, but it's still very, very difficult. So this is the BTSV. It's a free tank. I mean, I know it's only tier 3. It's a free tank, so do be grateful. Don't complain as people do. They're never happy to get free stuff. They want more and more and more. They're going to complain that it's a tier 3. Oh, we've just got given a tier 3 tank. I wanted a tier 10 tank. It's not going to happen. It's a free tank. Be happy. Have fun in it. If you've never played it, you can have fun in it. Again, especially those people that doesn't have a premium tank, because it does make good credits. 40,000 credits there and only 700 damage. So that is the BTSV, guys. And of course, if you do own the tank, you can always sell it. It's a collectible, and I love what Wargaming have done with all the lower tier tanks and making them collectible. So if you don't play them and you don't want them, just sell them, because you can sell this thing for 1,000 gold. 1,000 gold, I mean, that's a good price for a tier 3 tank. So if you're not going to play it, sell it. Why not? If you are, keep it. Why not? So I hope you enjoyed that video, guys. I hope you have fun this Christmas and this event. I'm Meadsyreplays, and I'll catch you soon. Bye-bye.